करारविन्देन पदारविन्दं मुकारविन्दे विनिवेशयन्तं वटस्य पत्रस्य पूतेशयानम्
वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचारूर्णमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं. A lot of discussion has happened between Lord Krishna and Arjuna. All different kinds of theories and logic is being given by Lord Krishna. So today he is going to say some two, like we are on the, we are talking about what he's telling him, that Bhogeshwarya Prasakta Nam, like just letting go of all the sense pleasures and also the sense of power. Bhogeshwarya Prasakta Nam. We have been saying that. So today he says, Traigunya Vishaya Veda Nistraigurnyo Bhavarjuna Nirdvando Nitya Sattvasto Nirayogakshema Atmavan. So here he is saying Traigunya Vishaya Veda. Like what he means is that even the Vedas are a matter of, you can see it as a matter of, the three gunas. So the three gunas, sattva, rajas and tamas. So this is the matter of the three gunas. Nistray gunyo bhava Arjuna. So Arjun, be nistray gunyo. Be above the three gunas. Come above these three gunas. Nirdvando nitya sattvasto. Nitya sattvasto, जो सत्व में स्थित रहता है, नित्य सत्व में स्थित रहता है, वो नित्य सत्वस्तो. So makes nirdvando, which is who is not in rag, who is not in dvesh. He is neither in rag, neither in dvesh. He is nirdvando. He doesn't have any confusion. He's beyond, he's above these emotions. Nirdvando nitya sattvasto niryogakshema atvamam. Shame is yoga and shame, like the what would you say is like preserving and creating and preserving this whatever you have, material gains you have. So you create it, you preserve it, and preservation is such an attachment to the house, to all that. So nir yoga kshema atmavan, जो आत्मा में स्थित है, जो आत्मा के साथ रहता है. So here he is guiding him in this way. This is also one of the very misunderstood shlokas, because here is a reference of Vedas where he is saying that Ved is also a talk of the three gunas only. But actually what he is saying is that people, one step before, if you go, you remember he has been speaking about those people who are, Pushpavacham. You remember that? Pushpavacham, who are always saying flowery speeches. So here he is saying that all the people who are studying the Vedas are also, those people are also studying it for gain, studying it for loss, studying it for this. So nirguna traigunya vishaya Veda nistraigunya bhavarjuna. He's saying become above these three gunas, Arjun, and then nitya sattvasto, be established in yourself. No, वो जो सत्ता है ईश्वर की, उसमें तुम स्थित रहो. ईश्वर की सत्ता में पूरी तरह से स्थित रहो और फिर तुम उसके ऊपर जा सकते हो गुणों के. So here is saying, Arjuna, the Vedas does deal with the evolutes of the three gunas, modes of Prakriti, worldly enjoyments and the means of attaining such enjoyments. Be thou indifferent to these enjoyments and their means, rising above the pair of opposites like pleasure and pain, established in the eternal existence of God, absolutely unconcerned about the fulfillments of wants and preservation of what has been already attained, that is Yogakshema and self-controlled. Atmavan. Atmavan is what you can say is established in the self, completely established in the self. Gunya Vishaya Veda. So now many people say that even Sri Krishna has said that don't use the Vedas, but he's telling him that you are using the Vedas for getting something good or getting something from this world. It's not like that. It's not like that. You just become good. Then, just be good internally. Internally, that goodness and that Ishwari Satta has to be there. That thing which connects you with the God. That, if you see the Navratri Puja, so if you see the small wire, which comes from the Havan Kund to the water, which is the Kalash, which is there, a small wire is kept like that. So all the Havan is happening, and a small wire which connects the Havan fire to that water, the Kalash, you can see. You think that wire of, the Ishwari Satta jo hai, the God, you should be connected to that. But in the other one, again, the second shloka is as Yavanartha udapane sarvata samplutodake tavan sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya vijanatah. Udapane is like a small pool, like small, what you can say, small bubbles or small potholes, Udapane. Sarvata samplutodake is like, so the shloka would mean that if there is a flood, do you care about a reservoir of water? The shlok actually says this, that if there is a full flood around you, do you care about a reservoir of water? And he says, Tavan sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya. Brahmanasya is जो भ्रमण में रमण करते हैं, मतलब those who are attached to the entire consciousness and vijanatha. So here he is saying that if you have a full flood, then do you think a reservoir of Vedas is of any help to you here? So he's talking about the people who have attained enlightenment here. He says that those people who have attained enlightenment, the Vedas are like a small pond of water, and for them, they have attained the flood in their life. You can see it the other way around also in this, which is one of the most difficult ways to see it, that a flood of water is not at all useful for you for drinking. The reservoir is fresh water, which is the most essential even in a case of flood. So here, the person who has attained enlightenment, what does he do? He looks at the reservoir, uses the reservoir, but it is not that his state of mind is completely free. He's free, he's happy, he's joyful, he's inside, he's contented, but he uses the reservoir sometimes to just give his sermons or some speeches like that. So here he has compared these two, which can be used in any ways. It's another controversial, and a lot of people have spoken on this in different ways, and everyone has said the first meaning that Yavanartha udapane sarvata samplutodake tavan sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya vijanatah. So for the Brahmin who has attained enlightenment, has as much use of the Vedas as one who stands at the brink of a sheet of water overflowing on all sides and has for a small reservoir of water. Thoda sa, when you read this, it looks like it's basically saying that अगर आपको कल्प वृक्ष मिल गया, तो आपको कोई भी छोटी छोटी इच्छाओं की जरूरत पड़ेगी क्या? कल्प वृक्ष ही आपके पास है, तो फिर वो छोटी चीजों की क्या फर्क पड़ता है आपको? Or else, how we had described in the starting, that if you have an ice cream factory completely, what difference does it make to you if somebody is eating an ice cream on the street? You just have no attention. So in the state of fullness, or in the state of enlightenment, he says that the Vedas have as much use, because the book of Vedas, in before what I feel is that he has said that this is being used for gains, pleasure, and how to get swarg somewhere. Somewhere you have to get swarg, or how to be reborn as a rich king, or how to be reborn as a new, as a new person in a very good family. This is what are the questions everybody keeps asking. But he says that, attain for Atmavan, attain for Nirdvando Nitya Sattvasto. Nirdvando Nitya Sattvasto. That is what you should attain for. Oh, and this should be the wish that you have here, is what he is saying in this particular two shlokas that we covered today.
Vanamala virajidam Shankachakradharam devam Krishnam Vande Jagad